On its face, Broadway's new show, The Prom, has all the high kicks and jazz hands you'd expect from a musical comedy. Only, amid all the twirls, there's an unexpected twist in a show now nominated for 7 Tony Awards.
We thought this was a frothy comedy with maybe a little political message, but it's turned into such an overwhelming thing for these kids that really need some courage.
I just wanna dance with you.
At the heart of it all, a fictional story about a girl named Emma, a high school lesbian whose prom is canceled because she wants to bring her girlfriend as her date and is faced with backlash and hate.
Your character's story is one that so many young people deal with every day in real life. How do you put yourself into their shoes?
She is based on real individuals and real people who have gone through this. It's incredible for so many reasons that this story is being told, because kids still go through this every day. They're being expelled, they're being hated and shunned in their communities every single year, and that's insane to me.
It's an all too familiar storyline, a tale of discrimination faced by gay couples trying to carry out the school tradition of going to the high school prom, but with a same-sex date.
That's what started as just, reading different articles about gay teens that aren't able to go to their proms, and, it just feels wrong.
Chad Beguelin wrote the show's lyrics.
And Chad, tell us about when you were young and your experience going to the prom, if I can put you on the spot.
I would never in a million years even consider taking a guy to the prom. That just was unthinkable. I know what it's like to be bullied because you're gay and the fear of walking down those hallways. And so...
So were you out when you were in high school?
No,
okay.
No. And I was, again, talk about fear. And so that's sort of the wonderful thing I think about this show, because I wasn't as brave as the characters are in the show.
They say quite often the audience members aren't just looking for signatures, but wanting, or in some cases needing, to say thank you and share their own personal stories that play out far from the bright lights of Broadway.
There was a young girl, probably a high school-aged girl, and she said, my mother is standing behind me, and she doesn't know that I'm lesbian, but I just want to say thank you. And her eyes were filled with tears, and it took my breath away.
As actors, we feel the transformative power of this story in an audience.
I just wanna dance.
At the Macy's Day Parade this Thanksgiving, while more than 23 million viewers watched, the cast of The Prom closed out their performance with the first same-sex kiss in the parade's history. While many lauded the move, others pounced. Conservative group For America tweeted, "Millions of small children just watched 2 girls kiss and had their innocence broken this morning." But Macy's stood behind the decision, a representative releasing this statement. At Macy's, we are guided by our corporate values of acceptance, respect, integrity, and giving back.
Was the kiss very deliberate to get a reaction out of people?
Well, what's funny is we just used to, that's what it is in our story. I was like a kid watching it. I was like, oh my God, that is huge. And I knew it was going to change people's lives.
One of the policies.
And now, as we find ourselves in the midst of both prom season and Pride Month, the calendar is apparently more accepting of celebrating both at the same time than some high schools.
Constance McMillan was denied permission to bring her girlfriend to prom.
In March, a Mississippi high school made waves after mandating that students and parents sign paperwork ensuring their prom date would be of the opposite sex.
It's offensive to us.
In 2013, this Indiana group of parents, students, and a teacher fought to create a separate, what they called traditional prom.
What the Bible says, it says it is wrong. And we love the homosexuals, but we do not condone what they're doing.
Will you go to prom with me?
Absolutely.
For so many high school girls, prom is what dreams are made of. And high school senior Nicole Infrazzado and her girlfriend Olivia Gatto are no exception.
Prom was so much more than I expected. And just being able to be completely open with her as my girlfriend, dancing with her, kissing her.
I think our friends and then our community just in our school supporting us and showing us so much love was like crazier than we ever expected it to be. And that was prom.
Yep.
In their Westchester community, a suburb outside Philadelphia, they both wanted to be able to be joint prom queens and dance with each other, something that wasn't allowed.
In the beginning of the year, I was looking at different scholarships and I came across DoSomething.org and I saw Take Back the Prom.
DoSomething.org, in a partnership with GLAAD, created the campaign to highlight discrimination and get students involved. Nicole shared her story, then she and Olivia met with their principal and eventually got the rules changed.
Trying to create change was definitely a little scary. We want to make our school more progressive.
The girls even got nominated to the prom court.
This was my dress. That looks awesome.
But for all the fun they had, both agree that prom is much more than just a school dance.
I think prom is such an experience in a teenager's life, such like a social and political event. There are a lot of people who have experiences with prom, so they feel they can't be who they are because they're afraid of how someone else is going to react to that.
Nicole and Olivia say they're thrilled to finally feel heard and seen on a stage as large and impactful as Broadway.
When I heard that there was a musical about a lesbian couple going to prom, I was super excited.
It is a national issue. No matter what town you're from, no matter what community you live in, the problem is there.
Changing hearts and minds isn't often the hope of a Broadway show.
Before I met you, I was a mess.
But one goal here is that beyond the toe-tapping memorable melodies, the entertainment just might also inspire.
I hope people come see the show and maybe rethink how they treated somebody and just be a little more accepting and understanding and just listen. Listen to people who aren't exactly like you.
For Nightline, I'm Lindsay Davis in New York.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.